Please, speak freely.
Welcome to the podcast of Boba Fett, the Explosion Network's after show, breaking down, discussing, and reviewing each and every episode of the Disney Plus original series, the Book of Boba Fett / The Mandalorian / Star Wars show / Yep, it's a show. My name's Dylan Blight, and joining me, Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited that we got to see the titular character actually in the episode speaking.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing to be excited about this episode, I think.
I pointed that out to someone at work last week, or like after episode 6 or whatever. They were like, "Oh, what'd you think of the episode?" And I was like, a quick recap on my thoughts. Obviously, I don't need to go. You've listened to them, and then I was like, "You do realize Boba Fett hasn't spoken for 2 episodes?" He's like, "No, he was in the last episode." I'm like, "Yeah, he was in it. Didn't have a single fucking line dialogue." He's like, "Oh shit, you're right." It's like fucking blowing minds out here. This week's episode, let's get right into it. Chapter 7. It is the finale. In the Name of Honor, directed by Robert Rodriguez and written by Jon Favreau. The synopsis of which is a piece of shit, but it is Boba Fett and Fennec face an escalating conflict. Ash, what are your overall thoughts on the season finale?
Yeah, that's it.
It was...
yeah. It was... yeah. Underwhelming, I think, is the best term. You know?
What part was underwhelming?
All of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I liked it. And here's the thing. I don't think I like this show. That's the other, now that the whole season's done, and usually we do the whole, talk about the episode and then do overall thoughts on the season. But I think at this stage, I can safely say, my literal first thought when the credits started rolling was, that wasn't a good season of TV at all, was it? It was just...
what was the point?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I was like, here's my number one question for this show. What was the point of this show? What's the point of this show?
I don't know. I feel like we were building to something, potentially, and then we had 2 episodes where we ran all over the Star Wars universe, and we had to kind of hurry it up to the end, you know? I think we were definitely building towards something with, the flashbacks and the explanation of Boba Fett's past. And even this episode, what's his face? Cad Bane, brings up his father. Yeah, I'm sure you're not happy about how things panned out to him. Bringing up his father and that kind of stuff. We're like, ooh, is we getting hints at maybe we're going to go even further with flashbacks? Is it potential? Could the flashbacks potentially lead to getting the version of Boba Fett the fans want, the mercenary bounty hunter days, and that kind of being a cool juxtaposition to present day? But there is nothing to indicate that this is a show that's going to have any lasting influence.
Yeah,
I don't even know if there's going to be season 2.
Apparently there is. Apparently, season 2 is a go. We shall see. I hope there's not.
Well, as long as they, as long as it's its own thing.
I guarantee. So here's the thing: if they do Mandalorian season 3, and then they announce that the Book of Boba Fett's going to be in between that and season 4 of Mando or something, I'll just go into it going, "Well, this is just going to be filler. This is just an epilogue for
3.5." Yeah,
yeah. This is just more because that's all this ended up being. So, ultimately, the best episode IMO ended up being episode 2. In retrospect, I shouldn't have been complaining about the flashbacks because I was saying I wanted to know what was happening in the current day. Little did I know what's happening in the current day is so shit that I should have just been saying, let's stick with the flashbacks. Because at the time I was like, this is all interesting, but what's happening now?
Yeah. It's a classic case of you don't know what you got till it's
So it's gone. Yeah.
Don't appreciate what you have.
The only good thing this show did was that story with the Tuscans, I think. That was the only story and element of this whole season that had any sort of like heart to it, any like attempt at telling it like an actual human story that's not just action figures and, you know, fucking around and whatever else. And then, yeah, I mean, what was this season? It was just that. So they had all the flashback stuff, which in retrospect, again, it's like, what, 3 episodes, 4 episodes, whatever it was of flashbacks. 4 episodes. Primarily of flashbacks. And all that ended up being pretty good. And then every now and then would cut to the present day and you'd get Fennec Shand walking around somewhere going, oh, shit's fucked, oh, shit's fucked, oh, shit's fucked. They're going to come, pikes. And then we take 2 episodes off and then we come back and they're like, yeah, time for fight, guess. And the whole episode, you're just like, the thing is, and the moment I realized was when they get to that part in the episode where they're like, oh, we got betrayed, which was very predictable when the opening of this episode's like, previously on, oh, we agree when the pikes come, don't agree to help
neutral.
Them. Yeah, I was
Wink.
like, yeah, typical flashback, take the flashback information to mean that something's going to happen. So that was sort of predictable. But as soon as all those people start getting betrayed, I'm like, I don't really care because, like, I don't really care about any of these characters, to be honest.
The only ones I cared about died, so, I mean.
The Gamorrean guards?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got yeeted off the cliff, yeah.
Very sad. But very funny.
Maybe if we'd used those 2 other episodes to build up relationships with these characters, that scene could have been more impactful, but...
you would actually care about these characters.
Because, yeah, I was just like, whatever. Like, who do I care? Like, the only person I care about is Sophie Thatcher's character, but that's because I like her character in a completely different show. So,
yeah. To be honest, she's not great in this.
No. So, I'm like, oh, whatever. Kill everyone. What do I care? You know? They're like, oh, no, I feel sad for fucking the Wookiee. I'm like, the dude was a bad guy, like, last time I saw him.
2 episodes ago, he was literally trying to kill her main character.
Yeah. And now they're like, oh, we're all besties now. So, and then the big payoff for the cliffhanger of last week's episode, we don't get to see it. We just have fucking Luke pretty much, it seems, as soon as... So that's the thing. I'm really disappointed we don't get to see it. And as much as I hated that episode, or hate
as much as you hate like CG Luke, you kind of wish you saw that.
Yeah, because like that's the thing. Like that, I didn't like last week's episode because, as we discussed, it's just like it's just not help. Like I don't like all CGI Luke, and I didn't like taking time away from Boba in his own show, and like that's anyway. We'll discuss all that. But like now that they showed that moment, they showed the fucking wolf and cub moment or whatever. No, what's that thing called? I think that's the movie. That's taking off. Do you know that movie? You know, so I think that's called Wolf and Cub. It's like the samurai movie that pretty much inspired.
Could be. I know Wolf and Cub is a thing.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the inspiration for the Mandalorian. It's literally a baby and a samurai go on a revenge mission.
I'm pretty sure that's Wolf and Cub.
Yeah, and at the start, when the family's murdered, he like sits the baby down and puts like I can't remember a knife or something or whatever. It's like pick one and you'll join me on this mission to like get revenge, and if you go to the other one, I'll kill you so you can join your mother. Like it's pretty dark, but that was like very much the moment that was given. But we don't see like Luke's reaction to him choosing the armor,
which is kind of a critical thing.
Yeah, it's literally the problem with this show. It's like it just builds moments, and then it just.
Dylan, I think we all know what happened. You know, he got super upset that he got rejected. So what he went and did is he went and flew off to this deserted island to be by himself for like 20 something years until, you know, Leia's like, hey, my son's got the Force. Can you come help him?
Maybe. By the way, that was 100% confirmed. That is Luke's school. StarWars.com has it on the website, by the way, as a side note. So officially, that is his school.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's a major problem with the show. Is any time
I bet part of me is like, oh, they're saving that for.
So what? We can just flash back now. We can just go flashback to Luke just to have that moment. It's like, will you build it up now? Why did you show it to me?
Grogu's going to go into the Bacta tank and then he's going to have a flashback.
Dumb. It's just dumb. And then Grogu shows up. They're like, I think even the fact this episode ends on Grogu and Mando, like, you know, it doesn't. He doesn't blast off first, and then we don't cut. And then we cut to Boba with the whole fruit joke, dumb fruit joke or whatever. No. That, and then we cut to Mando,
the real star.
Yeah, the real star of the show. So it's fucking yeah. I mean, I could complain about a lot of it. I just think the story was not there at all. Any reason to care about Boba Fett is only in the flashbacks, the Tusken stuff, where you actually get to see that he has some sort of feelings and isn't just a dude who stands in the background and looks cool. Everything in the present day throughout this entire season with them, meh. Even Fennec Shand in this finale doesn't even get, like, her stupid assassination scene.
She kills a bunch of people, does a flip, and rides off.
Yep, whatever.
And then she murders them all, but it's not actually her. It's just her doing it stealthy.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't like the way that was shot. Who the fuck else is even in this? I don't know. I don't even care.
Do you want to talk about your boy, Cad Bane? Rip.
No. Okay.
Or is terrible. He?
No, I would assume he's dead. I mean, he took a fucking thing right for the heart. But I'll put it this way. It's not that I even like Cad Bane. Cad Bane, good character. It's the way he went out. It's terrible. It's a bad scene. Like the fact that Boba Fett fucking Wingardium Leviosas his staff out of fucking nowhere and just
it was on his back.
Yeah, but he's on his back. Like, it doesn't make sense. And
he's just that fast.
It literally is laying there doing nothing, and then Boba Fett's not fast enough to shoot Cad Bane, but apparently he's fast enough to whip this fucking thing out of his back that he's laying on and hit him over the face.
The souls of the Tuskens got into his spear, you know.
It's fucking dumb. And then, like, I didn't know who was directing this episode going in, but as soon as and look, I don't hate Robert Rodriguez. Like, I'm a fan of his movies when it's his stuff, and I think he can do a good job. However, Star Wars, the moment that after he killed him, and it does this stupid Robert Rodriguez 6 fade-ins on top of one another on Boba's face, I was like, oh, Robert Rodriguez directed this episode, because that's the most Robert Rodriguez decision I think I've seen, and I hated it. It was dumb.
My major disappointment is we didn't have the rank Denny Trejo's Rancor Keeper come around, try and stop the Rancor, and either unsuccessfully try and stop him, or like by getting accidentally squished or something, or well, you know.
I think that other thing that is a bigger disappointment, talking about Rancors and stuff. So the majority of this episode is just an action movie, right? It's just a big old shootout once you get like 10, 15 minutes in. The rest of it's just like 40 minutes of this action scene. And it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
It is boring. I think it's just not shot well, to be honest. I think it's very like...
I think it's just dumb.
And I think the other thing is like...
Let's just keep shooting at these shields.
Yes.
Sure, there's absolutely no evidence that we'll get through them, but we got to keep shooting.
Yeah. I can't... Like, that was way too long of those things. Like, that was way too long of them hanging around just shooting. It just gets so... It makes everyone in the episode look dumb. It makes Boba Fett look dumb because he was around when those things, like, I can't remember the fucking name off the top of my head now, but like the small rolly ones in the prequel era with the shields. Fucking clone troopers had shields, like shield things they could activate. You know, like he knows how these shields work, and he's like, pew 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 pew. They don't work for some reason. I'm like, dude, like maybe the biker gang kids and whatever else I can accept to a degree. Yep. But everyone else who's like been around these shields and is older, why like it just went on so long. It went on and on. I actually looked at the time. Not my clock, like I flicked up on the remote. I was like, holy shit, there's 20 minutes left. When the fuck are they going to kill these things? Because this is taking so long. It's just not. And that's the thing. Like, if you watch a good war movie, and they have to take out something like a tank or something that's sort of like this incoming unstoppable object, or any movie that does a whole unstoppable object scene, the good ones will keep you like really tense and like make it into like a thriller, I guess, you know, like how they're going to overcome the odds. But it's that thing of keeping like the characters and the editing and like the camera and just like the way you pace the scene, and you can't drag it out for too long or else it just sort of loses its touch. This just went for just so long. Please end my life.
Yeah. But then we got Rancor versus droids, which was almost Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, I mean, that was just Godzilla. Like, he's literally climbing on a
Godzilla
tower.
cross King Kong.
It's actually a Connect game, I think. Maybe I should Google that quickly. Hold on. Rancor Connect game. I think it was a Connect game. Images. Maybe not. Star Wars. I'm doing it live. I don't care. Rancor game. Yeah, here we go. Rancor Rampage. It was a Connect game. There you go. Look up a quick clip of that. Everyone playing along at home. And that's what that scene all reminded me of. This Connect game. And watch that gameplay and tell me they weren't inspired by this game.
What, you played as the Rancor?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you play as a Rancor. You're literally rampaging around Tatooine.
Oh, so it's Rancor Rampage.
Yeah, Rancor Rampage.
So it's a Rancor version of Rampage. That makes sense.
Yep. Get it? That's all that scene was. Well, that's all that made me think of. So I don't know yeah, I don't know. What else? What have we missed? To be honest, what's a positive? What's something I liked? I tell you, I know what I liked. Here we go. You better get positive out there instead of just going on a big old complaint spree over here. I felt some sort of emotion. I know you may be shocked to say I felt something in this program, but I felt some emotion. A little bit of oh, that's sweet, in my little heart hole when Mando saw Grogu for the first time and Grogu jumped right up into his arms and gave him a big old hug. That was the highlight of the episode.
You stick it in the middle of a car chase?
Yeah, he's just so happy to see him.
No.
It's not practical.
It's meant to be a cool moment, cool emotional moment that breathes.
Yeah,
it's two people that missed each other.
It's not my preference. However, I still was like, oh, that's nice. I think it was just the way that I think it was the way Mando like sort of does double take, and he was like suddenly like, whoa, and Grogu just like jumps straight up and whatever. I mean,
he's like, oh, that's the first time you jumped like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Have I missed anything?
Appreciate Grogu, putting the Rancor to sleep with his Force powers, and he's like, yeah, now it's nap time.
He wore himself out, I presume, using the...
No. But you want to make sure the Rancor knew it was a good boy before he went to bed.
Sure. Good point. All right. So, overall, yeah, what would you say overall? What would you... This is...
I would say why.
Yep. Yes, I would agree. Why?
There could be something cool for season 2, but...
I don't really
they
care,
clearly
though,
need a focused vision.
Yeah. This felt like a scenario of
a certain. I think there's also the extra thing of they blew their load like 2 episodes early. It's like we all got super hyped off. Oh, Cad Bane. Oh, Luke. Ahsoka. All these characters, and then this last episode's.
But I wasn't hyped off that. So I just wanted some substance of anything in this finale, like something that made this whole season feel like it was worth watching.
Well, I felt like it was missing a threat, like of someone to go against. Like season 1 of Mandalorian had what's his face?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon, yeah. Giancarlo Esposito, someone of weight.
Yeah.
This
show had just a bunch of nameless pikes, and then they literally just brought out 2 massive droids.
Yeah. I think Cad Bane showed up at the end, walked out of nowhere. It's like, hey, you're old, man.
That actually legit annoys me. Fucking, what a waste.
Could have at least like full on taken out some of his anger on him.
What a waste.
One stab. Come on. bash his face in with the other end of the stick.
Because I got to be honest, this show's done that. So coming into the show as a Boba Fett is a boring character, this show has a lot to prove me wrong. Because, you know, like, I didn't mind him in Mando, but it was like, you know, bit pieces. He didn't really do anything. So I was like, whatever. And then in this, I was like, all right, prove me wrong. Show me that I should care about this character. Show me that I should join the elite Fett fans. And then when Cad Bane fucking shot him down and he was just like, you're fucked. I was like, yeah, kill him. Let's get this shit over with. The Book of Cad Bane. Let's get there. Like, what do I care? Get out of here. Just fucking kill him. And that's a good sign when I really felt nothing. What's the matter? Kill Boba Fett. You know who I don't want you to kill? Mando. Grogu.
Yeah.
Fennec. Boba Fett. Whatever.
You know what would have been a cool twist? If Fennec was working with the Parks the entire time.
What, twisty twists?
Yeah.
Twisty.
I did appreciate the scene where the Twi'lek dude is
he was reading
off the tablet.
Yeah. I'm surprised Boba read that fast, to be honest, but
I mean, in my mind he said just fuck you. And then
he expanded.
He made those other things up so he didn't have to say it.
That's fair. So I guess the last thing I'll say is off this being I'd say a failure. Do you reckon it matters or it affects anything else? You know, probably
no.
we got Obi-Wan presumably in a couple months next, and then the Andor series.
No, it does make a dent because, you know, half the audience is going to come. Actually, I don't know how the pro last 2 episode audience is going to react to this episode.
I reckon I don't like it because it doesn't have a massive reveal or cameo or cliffhanger or like. It's just, see, that's the thing. I really feel like this episode isn't going to... I don't feel like anyone's going to like this episode. Because for me, looking for some sort of story or reason to care, I got nothing. If you're someone who loves those big hype moments, you got nothing. You just got them fighting big-ass droids. Like, that ain't going to do anything.
It was cool when Mando and Boba Fett are fighting all the Pikes, but that's kind of it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, there's some cool shots in this. You know, some cool, like screenshots or whatever, but again, like, it's just a bunch of toys. It's a bunch of Kenner toys just floating around.
Isn't this what half of this show has been?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do it.
I also appreciate them adding dialogue to the song.
Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba, Boba, Boba Fett. Was that always there?
Fett.
I have no idea.
Fett.
Yeah. Wait, was it always there? I swear to God. Maybe I'll
it is definitely got to be just this episode.
What they used to say then? Just. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's just throat noises.
Is it meant to imply that I guess the song, like, now that he's like earned his now
he's completely in control and respected.
Yeah. So now everyone's singing his name. I guess that's what that means. Yeah, imagine a show which earned that as a theme. Like, this show has not earned that to be like a thing in the background, if that's what it is.
How is he respected? He destroyed half the city.
Yeah, destroyed half the city, brought it upon itself, whatever else. Oh, the after credits. That's the thing I should quickly mention.
Yes.
Yeah, so after credits, it's not mind-blowing. It's Cobb Vanth in the back to tank, and then you've got old mate. Who's going to put a fucking robo arm.
He's going to mod him up. He's going to pimp that ride.
Yeah, he's going to pimp that ride. Old mate, who I can't remember the name of, but
Cobb Vanth, Timothy Elephant.
Yeah, no.
Yep, I can't remember
that guy. Someone of note. Someone of note who we can't remember. Anyway.
Definitely a bassist. I remember that.
Bassist, yes, the bassist was the thing. Yes, it's a famous bassist. Worked on Kendrick Lamar albums or something we discovered. They'll do it. This week's episode, the finale of the podcast of Boba Fett. Find out if they're doing a season 2 relatively soon, I guess. I would say Obi-Wan, the rumors are currently May. We shall see. I mean, I'd expect a trailer soon still, if that's the case. But
that's crazy that we haven't
seen anything.
I mean, it's not that crazy. I guess it's still 3 months away, but potentially.
I want to keep
when's what's it called?
Andor?
No.
Very Bad Batch?
Star Wars
Bad Batch?
Celebration, aren't they doing something?
Yeah, I don't know if they. I should actually look into that. I don't know if they've canned it for this year. Like Star Wars Celebration usually happens in September, October, or something. So
yeah, probably doesn't matter.
But you do have May the 4th. So
that's true.
If they,
so maybe that's the day.
So the rumor is, and I just think I don't know if it seems too good to be true, but you never know. But the rumor is that they'll just drop the first episode May the 4th. So
okay, so Star Wars Celebration is in Anaheim, 26th of May to 29th of May.
Oh, is it the middle? I thought it was always September or October. There you go.
Yeah,
it's not cancelled as of yet,
or
or are they just doing it online? Don't know.
No, don't know. They announced that May last year, so
yeah. We shall see. They might do it. I mean, it's a different world, I guess. I just don't know how. I'm not sure. Like, obviously, I keep up with COVID more in Australia. I don't know what like the go is with convention-y type things.
They're doing conventions and stuff over in America. So
are they? Okay, so maybe might happen. Yeah. Maybe
as long as you're vaccinated, it should be fine.
Good to go. Right.
And masked.
Subscribe to Holocron Entries, this podcast feed if you're not already. Of course, that's where all of our Star Wars shows go under, including the Very Bad Batch when that happens, whatever our Obi-Wan show's titled, whatever our Andor show's titled, The Mandalorians when that returns for season 3, and the Very Bad Batch when the Bad Batch season 2 returns. What are you giving that look for? What did I say?
No, I'm trying to think of a title.
Oh, a name? Yeah, we've got time. It's fine. You don't need to actually do it on the podcast. You shall be okay. And much more Star Wars content, including, of course, if they do drop trailers and discussions, if they do Star Wars Celebrations news, like, we'll be here. You'll have episodes. We'll stuff to talk about. Follow all of our Twitters by heading to explosionnetwork.com/Twitter. You can join our Discord, explosionnetwork.com/Discord to talk Star Wars there and do whatever you want. And if you like this episode or like this show and you'd like to support us and thank us for literally complaining about this episode for nearly half an hour, explosionnetwork.com/support to donate as little as $1 or set up a recurring monthly payment to support the show and all of our podcasts. And until the next show, I really hope it is better than this. That is the way.